will be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here, and towing the slab, Ryan Wu. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Jose Caballero. Misses the sweeper.
0-1.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Doyle right there to make the grab. One away. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
And here is Richie Palacios. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. The Yanks have raced out of the gate to start the season. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Fought off foul.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
2 out, space is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Got him looking. It is a 3-up, 3-down inning. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. And towing the slab here, Taj Bradley. How about a scouting report on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off to the right. Next pitch is outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That misses. 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just outside. Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High fly ball down the left field line. Palacios pulls it down, and there's one away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And an important bat for them, batting fifth in this one, Bryce Harper.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. Got him. Nice play.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. He's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Two outs, base is empty. Juan Soto, the next to hit. First pitch misses. Soto launched a homer in his most recent game. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Two outs. Down the line. Caballero on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Yanks held in check. Scoreless after one. Back in the Bronx, top of the second. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Come on, Yankees.
Wu back to work. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
0-1.
This one in the air. Harper should have this one. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Jonathan.
At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. That one's in there, 0-1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Strike two.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And that extends the inning.
Batting seventh, the
Danny
catcher,
Jansen to hit here.
Jansen.
That one's in there. Strike one. Two outs. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. One left for Tampa. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in the Bronx,
Leading
bottom
up
half of
for
inning
the
number
Yankees,
2.
the right
And here's the
fielder,
veteran outfielder, Aaron Judge. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And now he's fallen behind Judge. Right through there for a strike. Base hit, and a good start to the inning.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So here is Bryce Harper.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Needs a hit in this one to push that streak to 20 games.
And a foul ball. Harper with 4 runs batted in his last game.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
The pitch. Check swing, and he went. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
2 straight.
Goes down looking.
Splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one hit the knees for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
And that's in the dirt. Second inning here, no score.
Ball, that's inside.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
First and second, 1 out. And up next for New York, Yainer Diaz. And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Swings through that one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
on the ground to third, and it stays fair. Here comes the judge around third. He'll score easily. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Now a chance for Brenton Doyle. Outside low, 1-0. Traffic on the bases with one already in bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Base hit, 1 run is in. A second scores as well, and they lead by 3.
Oh, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
At the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Tag. Save. Jansen too late with the throw. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a foul straight back. One, 2 now. That one just misses. Cut on and lifted in the air. DeLuca sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And that's the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a runner left. We played 2 full. Yankees 3. The Rays nothing. Back in New York, top half of the 3rd inning, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Johnny DeLuca. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Merrill makes the grab, 1 away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Fastball in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Caballero in the box for the 2nd time. 1 ball, no strikes. Hit in the air, left field. Doyle coming on and makes the grab. And that is that. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month.
Ramirez.
upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan.
Here's Juan Soto.
Soto.
Right out his first time. Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. Ripped to right. Low snags it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here is Aaron Judge.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
There's a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Judge waits. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 70 warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Boyle getting cranked up as well.
That's ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Judge rips that one. Could be extra bases. In comes the run from third, and it's 4-0. The relay, but he's in there easily.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Harper now. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one inside. And that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball.
One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners
Now
on
batting,
first and
the
second, they've
shortstop,
set up a double play
Francisco
opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Lindor.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Taj Bradley gives way, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
New
Rays,
arm out of the bullpen, number 70.
Number 70.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll
Mike
see him once again.
Vassell.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Here's Francisco Lindor. The walk and a run scored his first time. Just missed.
One on count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Next pitch is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 1 out. And a rope into center field, base hit. Coming home, fires it to the plate. Safe it home, and the runner scores from second. It's 5-0.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
2 on, 1 out. Yainer Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees. That one hit to right. He makes the grab. Both runners tagging. He'll score in the sac fly. It's 6-0.
Well, that's the third run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Jackson
Now
Merrill digs in
center
now.
fielder, Jackson.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. The run scores from third. It's 7-0. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Comes through with the RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So man aboard. And next for New York, Brenton Doyle. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. Throw to second, safe. First offering, and it just misses. Runner at second, 2 down.
Ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Man at second. He swings and fouls one off. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair. Coming home. He will score. And it gets by him. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Punts that ball down the opposite field line. Just barely able to keep it fair, but once it dropped in, he was off and racing for the triple.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Two outs with a runner at third. And ball 1. And now 2 balls and a strike.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
2 outs. That one misses. 3-1 now. Jose Ramirez waiting to hit for the Yankees. Base knock center field. In comes the runner from third, and they now lead by 9.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
Man at second here with 2 away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Ramirez. Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him.
Well, he's only an out away from
Now
getting through the inning, but he just lost control for a brief moment there. It's not the end of the world, but don't let one mistake turn into another. Get your focus back right here.
Soto, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Move to second, and he's back in safely. Next offering is fouled back. Next offering is in for a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
2 on, 2 outs. That just misses. It's 2-2. And a good eye there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Chisholm on second. Ramirez on at first with 2 down. Outside corner, got him looking. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 3 innings complete. The Yankees 9, the Rays nothing. Start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios. And that is out of play.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Out to center. Merrill gets under it. Puts it away for the out.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy
Diaz. Next to hit for the Rays. Caught looking his first time up. Swing and a foul out of play. 1 down, base is empty. Strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Lau takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. High fly ball, right field. Judge getting an angle on it. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 4th,
Leading
and
up
now big
for
number
the
99,
Yankees,
Aaron
the right
Judge.
fielder, Aaron Judge.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
This one in the air, center field. DeLuca under it. And it's caught for the out. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate, but are looking to go back for seconds?
The first baseman.
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Harper.
Here is Bryce Harper. He is struck out, and he is walked. Just missed. One out,
Count
bases
1-0.
empty. And that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one hammered center field. That's back. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. His 11th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 10-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. It can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 70 won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. And the Rays,
now pitching,
they go to the bullpen.
Rays.
Joe Boyle.
Well, they need someone to
36.
stop the bleeding and keep the score
Joe
right where it is.
Boyle.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Base is empty, 1 away. And now Francisco Lindor. A walk, and he's also singled. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball 1, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes.
Now one
That's ball
miss.
3.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Three-two. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him
Now
out and make a
batting,
call
the
with that
catcher,
last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
1 down. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Yainer Diaz. Base hit, center field. And now 2 aboard.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So first and second with 1 man gone. Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. And that's
Ball,
outside.
that's out.
Foul ball there. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. Save. And now second and third with one gone. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Squeezes it. Both runners tagging. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 12-0.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
The batter, number 13.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That ball's carrying into the second deck and gone. It's that ball goodbye. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 14-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Joe Boyle done for the afternoon, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. And we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Now
Garrett
pitching for the
Clevenger.
Rays.
He's into the game with the bases
Number
empty.
60, Garrett Clevenger.
Here's Jose Ramirez. That misses the zone,
down.
and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses there, and the count now even up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We played 4. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we go to the top of the 5th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Woo, back to work. Just missed.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Fair ball.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the right fielder.
Dominant
Josh
performance for him today,
Lowe.
Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Check swing, called strike. Aranda aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He'll touch them all. His 4th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 14-2.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now it's Jansen to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
DeLuca.
Man at first, Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. That's in there. It's 0-1. Woo winds and deals. In the air to left center. Merrill sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, number 6. Shortstop, Taylor Walls.
So man aboard, Taylor Walls. Now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Foul ball. Man at first, one away. Foul ball still 0-2. And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Caballero in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So 2 on with 2 away. And now Richie Palacios. Just missed. Two outs. There's a swing and a miss.
So hard to touch.
1 ball, 1
I mean,
strike.
at the top of the zone, 99, 98,
That's
even
ball 2.
97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
2 strikes.
2 on, 2 outs. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Brings it in, and that'll do it. The Rays with a 2-run homer. Home half of the 5th coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 1 out now. Aaron Judge
The
at
right
the
fielder,
plate.
number 99, Aaron Judge.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. DeLuca settles under it and makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce.
Here's Bryce Harper. He's
Harper.
already homered here in this one.
Their timing on the fastball has stood out. That last hit was off a heater, and man, was he all over that pitch. We've seen it happen a few times today, and they're seeing the ball well for the most part.
Outside low, ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside. Ground ball up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back here in New York,
Leading
and
off
now the
for Tampa
first
Bay,
baseman,
the first
Yandy
baseman, number 2,
Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
Come on, New York.
And first offering is fouled off. Fouled off left side. Right side. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Brandon Lau.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. One down, base is empty. And now it's filled up. Swing and a miss. Brian Wu with the strikeout. Woo, woo.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count.
Up next
3-2.
for
He
Tampa
goes
Bay,
off speed,
the designated
gets the
hitter,
out.
Jonathan
2 down, base is empty.
Aranda.
Next is the designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Doyle on his way over. Drops into the glove. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees out in front, 14-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Drew Rasmussen, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Kelly also throwing. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Just off the inside edge. Next pitch is outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk
Now
number
batting,
3, and
catcher,
the free bags
Yanner.
keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
So a man at first. And here's the catcher, Yanner Diaz. That one fouled off. Diaz, in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. Up and in, and the count is 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's towards center. DeLuca under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 for 3s, doubled twice and single. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering misses down and away. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Outside low, 2-2. And there's a ball. Lindor on the move. Back to the mound. He's got it. To first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brenton.
Now the left fielder, Brenton Doyle. That's a little bit low. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball.
Went out.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, too late, he scores. And the lead continues to grow. Back to the top of the Yankee order, Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Luis Angel Acuna looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. And first offering is fouled off. Doyle at second with 2 down. Just missed. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is inside. That one lifted to left. Palacios on the move. And that is that. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 15-2.
Now
so remaining in the game defensively, Luis Angel Acuna. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. Leading off, Josh Lowe.
The right fielder, number 15, Josh Lowe.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And he takes a strike. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Jansen in the box again, takes the strike. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
DeLuca stands in now and watches strike 1. The Yankees up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And takes low for ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Doyle makes the grab and there's 2 gone.
The batter, number 6, shortstop Taylor Walls.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Taylor Walls. First pitch and he just misses. And there's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Hit in the air, center field, and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out.
Now pitching for the
We're
Rays.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Drew Rasmussen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Baseman,
now, Jose Ramirez. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. puts it in the air out towards left center. Palacios under it. One down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next to hit, Juan Soto.
Soto.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the seventh. And another ball. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. Three, two now. Struck him out looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to
fielder,
flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. When you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And Judge spoils that one.
Come on, Yankees.
The 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. And the count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Third baseman, Jose Caballero.
Wu back to work. That's a ball.
Outside.
Went with the sweeper. Wu still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
On the ground at first. Harper takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And it's fouled away. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. And that drops in for a strike.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
And the 0-1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And that's
Ball one.
downstairs and outside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That one ripped left field. Gone. His second of the year. It's 15-3.
High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Stepping in, Brandon Lau. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, still 0-2.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here, regardless of how it ends up.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Oh, don't get me fired.
Cindy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Well struck, right field. And it hits the fence. Now he turns and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So, a man aboard. And up next for New York, Francisco Lindor. So now a pinch hitter, Zach Neto. Nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them. Oh, that got him on the mound. To third, tag, got him. And no throw. He's into first easily. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
Now here is Yainer Diaz. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Austin Wells, runner on first and one down for him. And that one fouled off. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Just missed. That one's in there. That's strike two. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Got him swinging. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Dives and he can't hang on. Coming home. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. Staying in the game on defense, Zach Neto taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Also into the ball game, Austin Wells. He takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 28.
At the plate now for the Rays is the DH,
Wells.
Jonathan Aranda. 1 for 3. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Abner Uribe.
Now
And he's had 3 days off
Yankees,
since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's
Abner
itching for this opportunity right now.
Uribe.
And a strike in there. Uribe, a 6'3" righty. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Right through there, got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've
Now
seen, but
the
certainly
right
got
fielder,
away with the
John
location there. You know,
Lowe.
sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Fought off foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Chance to strike out the side now. You
Now
talk
batting,
about the
catcher,
benefits,
Danny
the advantages of relievers who
Jensen.
can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Jansen in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. This could end it. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
15-3 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.